What's up, guys? Adam here. Welcome back to the third season, episode number 29 of the Nobz FC career mode. Thank you guys so much for the support on the playoff promotion final episode. It was just so incredible. The premiere was great as well. I'm very happy about that. Like I said, maybe gonna look to make more episodes premieres, but that is actually going to be in the future. Let's take a look at a couple of things that we have done. Number one, we've made a pre-contract signing from last season that I'm going to be showing you the negotiations and everything. But let's take a look at who won the goal of the season. And I'm pretty sure you guys know exactly who did. It was Hugh Nixon's son-esque solo run. Somebody was saying a real forwards finish, and the occasion is special. This had me all hype. I remember watching it and getting stupidly hyped, seeing a defender just walking another defender. What even made this goal so special is that it was actually scored by a defender. Hands down goal of the season. I want to vote for Nixon, but the shooting upgrade would be better for Scone. I know it probably would be better for, I guess, Kai Scone, maybe Danny Rowe, maybe Kai Tomori, who were actually nominated for goal of the season, but this is just special. So the goal of the season is going to be getting +5 in 3 random shooting stats. And that also is going to bring me to Danny Rowe's golden boot. It's going to be shooting stats. You guys already did see the kits and all that, and I'm going to run through basically like everything that we're going to be going through this season. As you can see, the shooting stats: finishing, attack positioning, shot power, long shots, penalties, volleys, and I don't know what heading accuracy is doing in defending, but I'm going to add that because if, you know, finishing, heading accuracy, I think that should be added into that. And another thing is composure, because composure would be classified too as a shooting stat for me when he's through on goal. If he doesn't have that good composure, it might make him miss a couple of opportunities. So we're going all the shooting stats, we're going composure, we're going heading accuracy, and I don't think we should be adding anything else into it because every single stat seems to be there. Now, for Danny Rowe's golden boot, it's going to be +10 in 2 shooting stats. The guy scored, what, 32 goals in all competitions? And there's one thing about Danny Rowe that I'm going to be showing you guys. Number one, I've made him the new captain of Nobz FC. He's going to be our captain for the foreseeable future. Let's go ahead and start giving upgrades to these players. So we have Hugh Nixon for his goal of the season, and we have Danny Rowe for his golden boot. So let's take a look at Hugh Nixon. He's going to be getting an upgrade in one of finishing, positioning, shot power, long shots, pens, volleys, composure, heading accuracy. It's going to be, oh my god, I almost dropped my controller, +5 in 3 random attributes. Let's see what he's going to be getting. He's going to be getting finishing, long shots, and penalties. I know these really aren't good for a defender, but he won goal of the season. I'm pretty sure it was the goal of the season. My second favorite was probably Kai Scone's overhead kick, but Hugh Nixon's going to be getting a finishing, long shot, and penalties upgrade. So that doesn't make his overall go up, but it definitely wasn't going to for a defender. Now let's take a look at Danny Rowe's +10 and 2 random stats. Hopefully it could be like finishing, attack positioning, golf avenue. Get out of here. I don't need to buy golf stuff right now at this point in time. Again, let's check what it's going to be. It's going to be volleys and composure. I honestly thought his composure was great, but this is going to make him even better. Volleys going to be going up by +10. He's not going to be getting a finishing boost, but Danny Rowe is going to be going up by 10 in volleys and 10 in composure, which actually does make him increase. And I don't know if you noticed, but he's starting to decrease in some of his stats. He's 32 years old. I knew this going in, but it was such a great free transfer, and I have no doubt in my mind that he can continue to do well in the club here in this season. Yeah, if we take a look at him, his status says retiring at the end of the season. This is what happened when I loaded up the season. There's nothing I can do about it. Yes, I can actually use the cheat engine to stop him from retiring, but maybe throughout the season we can see if he wants to retire. Maybe if he slows down, he can retire at Nobz FC, the club that he really helped push up from League 2 to League 1. Maybe that can be his story, or he'd like to continue if, I don't know, we stay back in League 1, we go to the championship. But for right now, it says that Danny Rowe is retiring at the end of the season, and there's not much more I can actually do about that, guys. Now, I did tell you guys that I made a free transfer offer. Now, I said I wasn't going to do that all the time because you can just go ahead and sign all these players so easily. Just sign these players for free, and it would make the game incredibly easy. I told you from the beginning of this series, I was never making this series easy from start to finish, but we've actually signed ourselves Matt Butcher, the player from Accrington Stanley. Now, I told you guys I was actually looking at him. We were able to get him on a contract for this season. He's a central midfielder, he's a defensive midfielder, and he's a center back, but he's 6'2", and I really am excited about this guy because I think he can really do well to help us out in defense. He's going to be tall, he's going to be strong, he's still pretty quick, he's got very good work rates, medium high, he's left-footed, he can play on the left-hand side. Simonis and Nixon can play on that other side, Arneson whenever we have, or depending on what we're going to sign, but we signed them for our club for about $4,500 per week. His valuation keeps increasing. We're trying to train him now as a center back, as you just saw all those negotiations we did with him at the end of last season. We're training him as a center back. We're trying to get those defending stats up. He's just so well-rounded, and if ever we don't want to play him as a center back, we can play him as a midfielder. He can play central midfield, he can play defensive midfield. He's just going to be great for us, but my vision for him is actually to make him as a center back. And another big thing about him is that he's also got himself a scanned face, and I think going forward from now until the end of the series, we're gonna obviously sign those academy players, and we're gonna talk about that soon, but I think the real players that we do sign are pretty much gonna have to have a real face. I know there's some big players out there with no real faces, but I just feel like the signing of Ali Koiki was great because he had a real face. He can grow. Matt Butcher's great. The one that I think we're actually gonna do something about is Mo Adams. I've actually put him on the transfer list. It was a free transfer, 25 years old, 2.1 million is his current valuation, and I think getting rid of him would be great. It would free up maybe some playing time for Georgi Tunjov, who I'm going to look to use a little bit more this season, and that's going to bring us to the Coast Motors objectives and challenges for the season. We've got 3 of them, and they're looking for 3 things this season. They have a couple of objectives for us and a couple of starting budget, a couple of rewards for next season if we do some of their objectives. So let's take a look at them, and you guys are going to help me decide, and we're going to sign it come next episode. Let's take a look at what Coast Motors want from us. The starting budget, sponsorship number 1, would be $750K, and all they want is a mid-table finish. They're not really looking for more for this one. They would give us $750,000 to start, and they would like a mid-table finish or higher. Would probably be from, like, I don't know, 10th. I'm going to check it out, but mid-table finish is in the middle of the pack or higher. If we finish a little bit on the lower end, like, there's no consequences because they're giving us a starting budget, but that's going to be the sponsorship option number 1. For sponsorship option number 2, they're going to give us $500,000 to start plus $90K monthly installments. So every single month we're going to be getting ourselves $90K, and you saw that really helped us out last season when we were struggling to sign academy players, and $500K to start off would be great. We're still looking to sell some players, so there's that to look forward to. I think this gives us a good balance of money now and then money when we need it, but they would like a playoff finish or higher. They're really pushing for that one. So I always try to do easy, medium, and hard, and that's exactly what I did here. But if we finish in a playoff spot or higher, even if we, get into the playoffs and we end up losing, then they're still going to be giving us $1.75 million starting budget in a one final contract year. So we're still going to be sponsored by Coast Motors next season if we choose this one, if we finish in a playoff finish or higher. But if we don't do it, there's not really much consequence like there was last season. So they're being a little bit more lenient, but they would give us $1.75 million to stay in League One. Starting budget next season, we're gonna have to rely on selling on some players, being smart with our money, and that brings us to the final sponsorship, which is going to be once again by Coast Motors. Starting budget of $1.75 million. How great would that be for us right now? And they want us to achieve automatic promotion. So I'm assuming if they give us that $1.75 million, they'd like us to maybe spend it, reinforce somewhere. We had to rely on a lot of free transfers throughout these seasons, and I think this would really help us out. But they want automatic promotion, and a reward for next season would be £4 million to start off in the championship, and then the players we sell on, the this and that, the players we make profit out of for a one final contract year. So we have the starting budget of 750,000, which is the easiest. Mid-table finisher higher. I really don't know how we sit this season. We're gonna have to play a couple of games. The second is 500k plus 90k monthly installments. Playoff finisher higher. 1.75 million next season if we finish in a playoff spot or higher, or 1.75 million to start off with in League One. And I actually went ahead and checked out some of the budgets for some of the teams. I tried to make it adjust for the teams in this league, so that's the reason I chose these starting budgets. Automatic promotion and 4 million starting next season. So what do you think we should actually start off with? I think honestly, this one would be like low risk because we're going to be getting 90k per month, 500k to start. If we finish in a playoff spot, we're going to be set for next season. If we don't, there's no real consequence. There's no real consequence this season. That's pretty much it for the sponsorships. And as we take a look at our starting budget right now, we currently have £0, nothing. The only transfer budget we have is from the sale of Arthur Kirkwood, and that's how we're going to try to make money this season. I know sometimes you start off with a budget, but we're waiting to see which one we're signing with, so that's the reason we have no money for right now. And we've gotten ourselves a Owen Harvey transfer offer, 310,000 from AFC Wimbledon. I would happily accept this. It would free up some wages. It would be able to get us a little bit more money. Let's actually delegate this, see if they'd like to pay maybe a little bit more. 340,000 for Owen Harvey. Don't think we're going to use him. We've got a youth scouting report available, final months in these countries, so let's take a look at what they've brought us back from Algeria. Not really anything to get excited about. We need to be careful because right now we don't have that much money. We're gonna wait to see where we can go with the money we have when we decide to sign the contract or sell on some players. Barki, Hafthorsen, and I did a little bit of a cleanup in the youth academy, which you guys are gonna see. I'm gonna go ahead and actually sign this guy up. 6'4", looks very, very promising, from Brazil. Rafael de Souza, 51 to 67 overall, potential of 58 to 78. He seems good now, but his potential is not that good. Or Igor Pinto, 160,000. We're going to go ahead and sign up Rafael de Souza and see exactly what he turns out to be from Brazil. And then we can start sending out our scouts when we've got ourselves some money. So Hafthorsen is a center back slash left back, right-footed though. Arneson, maybe this guy can help him out as well. I'm going to just go ahead and train his defensive stats, maybe get that strength up, that standing tackling up is going to be so good for him. We got ourselves another attacking midfielder. He looks decent now, but the potential's not that good. Let's just train him up and see exactly what he turns out to be. So here's how the team looks, guys. Danny Rowe up top, who's apparently retiring. I don't know why. Kaito Mori, Nishimura, Alex Allen, Tunjov, and Zeroual in the midfield. Like I said, guys, we're trying to see if we can get ourselves an offer for Mo Adams. He would really help us out, but the profit we'd make off of him would be fantastic. In the back, we'd have Butcher, Koike, Nixon, Simonis, even Arneson as well, or maybe somebody from the academy. Roman Scott at right back. Al-Sharani. Odunze is back from his loan. So we're going to see exactly what happens with Odunze. Scone Cairns, who hasn't really grown that much. We're going to see exactly what happens with these guys. We have some players on the loan list, some players back from loan. So a few players who've actually left the academy and gone to the free agents are Goke Ago from Albania. I know you guys wanted me to scout Albania, but he really isn't that good. We have Thoranison. I cleaned up some of the players with not that good overalls and potentials that weren't that good. Anthony Brown from the US, Georgiev from Bulgaria, and also Justin Robinson from Canada. This guy could probably get snapped up by a club and maybe could turn out to be something. Still have Naoki Goto on the short list. I'd like to see how these guys actually turn out to be. And yes, I saw your suggestions from the players from the FIFA tracker. You guys can go ahead and check that out. I've seen an English center back from Inter Milan. Don't worry, guys, we're going to get through this all when we get through this. Maybe we're going to see about playing our first game, see where we stand, see which sponsorship we're going to be going to. I love that you guys are so interactive with this series, and that's why I keep asking you guys these things. Owen Harvey, Wimbledon are going to be paying about 370,000 for the young English goalkeeper. We can keep tabs on him, see maybe what he turns out to be. Hans Berglund, 1-year loan to Oita Trinita. No idea what team that is. but those guys are going to be leaving a little bit, freeing up some wages, freeing up some transfer budget for us to work with. We've gotten ourselves maybe another offer. Mo Adams, 2.5 million. We signed them for free, and they're offering us 2.5 million. So whatever we decide to use, we're already going to be starting off with a couple of million because of the sale of Mo Adams. That's why I gave us no transfer budget at the beginning, and then we're going to see about making some sales. I think we could go ahead and negotiate maybe a little bit of a better price for Mo Adams. I really don't want them to storm out of the deal, so 2.8 million, we could maybe get a little bit more, but it's always a risk. Let's submit the offer. 2.8 million. Are they gonna pay that? Look, I understand you not being willing to let Adams go that easily. We can offer 2.8 million to let the deal happen. So Mo Adams potentially gonna be joining French side Dijon, and that's what you love to see. Berglund loaned out. Mo Adams, 2.8 million. The board have allocated us 2.2 million to our current transfer budget. Owen Harvey, 275,000. So that puts us at about around 2-point-something million transfer budget with a wage about 4K. And that's the reason, like I said, I didn't give us anything. They started us off with 10 million. It doesn't make any sense, but 2.7 million is what we have to work with. I hope you guys like the new away kit. I kept it black, but we have the green accent. We have a little bit of a fade on the black as well. As you can see, Danny Rose standing with it, with the captain's armband, the white lettering. I think it's like a different theme to the away kits we've actually been having, but still keeping tradition with Nobz FC, and maybe that'll open up some options for some sponsors to design us some new kits. And we're going to be taking a look at some sponsor options throughout the season for next season. Maybe Puma, maybe Nike, maybe Adidas. We've gotten ourselves a decent lineup here, a few 70 rated players. Zeroual is in the side, and I think he had himself a fantastic end to the season, so I'd like to see him. Let's try Butcher and Arneson, definitely not. We're gonna go with Hugh Nixon. Let's start Odunze and go. Let's see if Odunze's new rating could actually help him out. Koiki, Butcher, Nixon, Scott, Tunjov, Zeroual, Alan Nishimura, Kaito Mori, Danny Rowe, the captain, Odunze in goal, and on the bench we have all these players if we ever do need them. Still growing, still doing well. Väisänen might be getting a lot more opportunities, and maybe throughout the season as well, what we can do is start looking at some new stadiums, start seeing if we can start some construction on some new seats for our club, see how much it would cost. You guys help me out on that end. And MK Dons actually have a little bit of a white gold theme going as well with their kits. They have gold lettering in the back. This is going to be a big game. I have no idea what to expect up here in League 1, but I know it's never going to be easy. There is Chituru Odunze making a start in goal today after his loan. A young boys, maybe got himself some experience, maybe got himself some, I guess, confidence. And I'm really excited to see Al Sharani. Don't worry, he's there. He's happy to see if Odunze can get himself a big game and they can work out together, or maybe one of them might be on their way out of Nobz FC. Let's take on MK Dons. Let's try and start off with a big game up in League 1. See if MK Dons can maybe set the tone for the season. Let me know if you like the away kit. I really do think it looks good with that fade, and there's some new numbers in the side as well. If you know who you are, Aiden FN Leaks, the guy who actually does make the Twitter account for Nobz FC. Every time we have an episode, he's live tweeting, and I used your numbers for this season. So, Hugh Nixon, I kept some of them, but the majority of them I did actually keep. As you can see, they're playing some high pressure. They're saying all these players are having these debuts to remember, and that's Nixon with a giveaway over there. Matt Butcher starting off very well, playing at center back. It's going to maybe take him some time to adjust to his new role. Georgi Tunjov can send forward Kaito Mori. Let's see if his speed in this league would actually help. Tunjov, let's maybe try to hit a shot. Georgi Tunjov. Koiki, get on him. Pool. Boateng. Stick in a challenge, Butcher. That's lovely by Matt Butcher. Come on, you real face guy. Nishimura looking for Kaito Mori. Keep putting the pressure. Lewington is there. Danny Rowe, don't stop. Nishimura, don't stop. Make the goalkeeper make a mistake. Stuck on their feet. Hugh Nixon now, and we give away a penalty. Same old story. From League 2 to the EFL trophy to whatever competition we play in. That's not a good challenge by you, Nixon. First real test for Chituru Odunze, and we have to make him go against the penalty. Odunze making the save with his foot. And Butcher, you need to get that further. Odunze. Is this the rise of Odunze? Did he get some confidence on loan? Makes a big save with his feet, last-ditch save, and then beaten to the ball. There you should be grabbing it, though. Why does he do that? Why does he give me false hope all the time? It's been like that the entire series. Boateng. Cross coming in. Roman Scott's there. He's onside. Odunze punching. End of the first half. We narrowly escape here, like not being down 1 or 2-0. Odunze doing his job on the penalty, and then had a scary moment, and then there, did exactly what he needed to do. I don't know what's going on, guys. Maybe we don't deserve to be here. Tunjov, nice. And maybe some of you, nicely done by Georgi Tunjov. And maybe some of you are asking, why do we keep signing? That's an own goal. What I was saying is maybe some of you, I'm going to get excited about this goal, but just switched off defensively, MK Dons. The cross coming in, it was for Danny Rowe. Did he get a touch to it? No, it just took a touch off the defender's foot. He literally put that into his own net. There's something going on there. Somebody might have bet against his own team. George Williams, our first goal in League 1, is an own goal. What I was saying is maybe some of you are asking, why do I sign these English players? I know there's like a homegrown rule, or I know like you can't sign a bunch of foreigners, but like once we get up the divisions, the foreigners are gonna come, so don't worry about that. And especially all the players in our academy, I'm trying to keep it maybe as realistic as possible. You wouldn't see League 2 going to League 1 signing guys on pre-contracts from the Premier League. I understand that. I know you guys are sometimes suggest me these players, but I always said I want to keep it realistic. I want to keep it as hard as it actually can be for us. What's the pass in behind? Roman Scott going in a little bit too aggressively. Ali Koiki now. Good block by Koiki. Butcher needs to get it away. We held on for 90 minutes straight. MK Dons, that might be their second or third opportunity. And it had to happen, right? It had to happen. Ali tried to get it. Butcher ran away from the ball. Odunze, instead of just making himself big or grabbing it as it came across, didn't react in time. And he puts that one past Chituru Odunze. We're able to hang on. Just shows me the character we have. We'll see exactly what we need, but this is going to be a 1-1 draw. It's not a loss. It's not a victory. It's 1 point. Player of the match is actually Matt Butcher. I would actually really give it to him. He won 4 out of 6 tackles. He made 11 out of 12 passes. Maybe could have done a little bit better on that last goal, but he really did play well. Not a bad first game. Our only goal was an own goal, but Danny Rowe was there. It could have been anybody's. Don't get me wrong. I love Kaito Mori. I really do, but this guy, I think, might give him some problems. Jerome Watson, the Dominican left midfielder. We're going to be promoting him into the side. High medium work rate, 62 overall. He's got some good speed on him. His agility is good. He's got good ball control, dribbling, free kick accuracy. And I really do love that he's from like a different country than we can usually scout. And we're going to get back to scouting as of next episode. Also, we got to take a look at this. Odunze's contract is down. Ali Koiki's contract is down. The 70 rated left back, 22 years old. He's happy, but I guess he would like himself a new contract. Maybe we should go ahead and give Ali Koiki a new contract. I think it should be good. And if ever Danny Rowe's not playing, I think our vice captain should actually be Ali Koiki. I think that could actually be okay for him. I hope he doesn't refuse it. 5K is a reasonable offer. Now that we're paying him, we're paying Butcher a little bit more. We're going to have to maybe start paying some guys just a little bit more. Ali Koiki is going to get himself a new contract. If I maybe go through with Roman Scott as a right back, the team will definitely not sell this player. Luke Bolton from Dundee United. I'm also looking at George Marsh. This is a right back from Tottenham. A loan would actually maybe do him some good. It says, looks like this player is unwilling to relocate at the time. But maybe, just maybe Roman Scott moving to midfield. Trying to loan in George Marsh from Tottenham. Let's see about delegating for a 1-year loan. I hope that this loan can go through. Like I said, he has the real face, which is great. Alex Allen is actually, considering my contribution to the team and what you're paying others, I feel like I should be on better money. See, that's exactly what I was saying. He's higher rated than Ali Koiki. Maybe he's going to want himself a little bit more money. I'd be really grateful if you sit down with me and my agent so we could take a look at my contract. That's why I hope you guys are actually in for stuff like this. A loan offer for Barker. Youth Squad monthly report. We still haven't sent our scouts out. Like I said, I'm going to get through that in the next episode. Like to play another game. And what I was also saying about signing players with real faces, if we don't, and maybe there's some guys with modded faces that you guys know I love to put into some series, maybe we can do that as well. Some guys who don't have a real face, we can get a modded face for them, but they'd have to have a modded face somewhere, because the generic faces, like even Danny Rowe, I really do like him, but like if he would have had a real face, it would have been better. For the captain right now, no extension for Alex Allen, so I don't know if he'd like to see out his contract and then maybe make a move somewhere else. So that is what we're going to have to look out for as well. No release clause. Let's accept that. Just tell me what you'd like. I'll pay you it. And hopefully he doesn't storm out of here very, very mad at the contract offer we've given him. 5K, that's reasonable. My client's happy with that. I'm okay with paying that to Alex Allen. Let's go. Jerome Watson on the left-hand side, making his debut for Nobz FC. Some good acceleration, dribbling. I'm hoping if maybe Kaito Mori gets some competition, he can step his game up. We're going to start Danny Rowe one more time. We're going to go with Simonis this time. He's left-footed, so I would like if we can maybe train that weak foot on him. Nixon is right-footed, so we don't have to worry about that because Butcher's going to be playing on the left-hand side. Nishimura right behind Danny Rowe. Alex Allen on the right. Tunjov, Zeroual. Tunjov had himself a very good game. If I can get like a picture for him, it would be good. But it sucks that he has nothing. Al Sharani back in goal, trying to see if he deserves the spot. And Nobz FC at the Coast Motors Arena with our brand new home kit that you guys saw last episode. Hopefully once we get to the championship, there's going to be a lot more money because the championship is where it's at. And that's why I maybe gave us a little bit less money, but it's because we're down in the EFL League 1 and EFL League 2, so I'm trying to adjust the budgets and the wages on how they would actually be, and I'm looking at the FIFA tracker, seeing the other teams' budgets and all that, so that's the reason I give myself such little budget. And the sponsorship options, there is some good potential prize money if we could, I don't know, maybe try for automatic promotion from the third option. We'd get ourselves 4 million to start off in the championship, plus whatever profit we make. It's always going to be about making profit. Then we have to see about a new stadium for the championship. There's so many things we can do, and I'm so excited about that. Jerome Watson getting his first start. Alex Allen on the right. Let's go, Danny Rowe. Bring your form from League 2 all the way to League 1. Didn't get that many opportunities, but what did you want to do? They were defending 5 at the back, 4 at the back now. Should be a little bit easier to break down, but still going to give us a big game. That's a good block by Roman Scott. And apparently just going to be a throw-in for Nobz FC. Butcher, I'm sure he can be great at passing the ball as well. These long passes would be great for him, trying to get it up from the back. Tunjov, it's got to be yours, Georgie. Jerome Watson now, looking to play in Tunjov. Danny Rowe now. Danny, trying to take inside. Nishimura, that's a great ball. Danny Rowe. What a play between Nishimura and Danny Rowe, and that's an incredible finish by Danny. New captain, says he wants to retire this season and could still bang in those goals. 1, 2, what a ball by Nishimura. It's 1-0 Nobz FC. Cross coming in. Ali Koiki's going to get there. Right back on the ball, Port Vale. McCurdy. Simonis. Butcher. Great passing here. Great passing here. Great passing here. Nothing we can do about that. Every time they got the ball, they gave it instantly. And that one's put past Al Sharani. It's 1-1. Get this forward, Al Sharani. Just like you did in the final. Nope. Not going to find anybody into the first half. We went down through such a fantastic goal. Danny Rowe back on track, hopefully. And it's 1-1 at halftime. You know exactly how good Kai Scone is with that speed. just didn't grow that much, but I know for a fact he's gotten himself a good potential. Why did it show me that camera when You're kidding me. Why did it show me that camera when taking the goal kick? It's supposed to be behind the goalkeeper. Another penalty. As Väisänen apparently taking him down. It's already starting. And they missed the net. Okay. 1-1. See, look. Not this camera. This is the camera. And I should have given it... it's okay. They missed it. Maybe got a little bit of lucky there. Ali Koiki now. Kai Skåne. Gonna give to Danny Rowe. They love to work together, these guys. They love to work together, these guys. And look at that. Kai Skåne already starting. No foul, says the referee. And then just getting dispossessed. Kai Skåne. Tell me that he's onside, Kai Skåne. Yes, he is. There is Tomohiro. What? Nishimura, did that touch off the defender? Please. Tell me. No. Okay. Alex Allen off. On comes Lance Cairns. Since coming on, looking very, very lively. It's got to do with those fresh legs. Nishimura now finds Cairns. Lance Cairns, keep going, Danny Rowe. It's going to ricochet for him as Danny Rowe's in the box. I didn't expect that to get to him. But Danny Rowe, another opportunity for him there. Just straight at the goalkeeper. Whip into the box. Matt Butcher's there. He's going to get to the header. That's nice by Matt Butcher. Another corner for Nobz FC. Butcher's in there. Ali Koiki's in there. Somebody's in there. It's going to find Danny Rowe, who's going to head it back to Tunjov. Now finds Matt Butcher. Just over the bar, the new signing. Just couldn't keep it low enough, like on a half volley. Looking for that top left corner. Doing so well, Butcher. Doing very, very well. Guys, Lofgren has a very good mind for picking out players. That's going to be full time. They gave them a penalty. They couldn't make the most of it. But it doesn't matter. It's going to be 1 point. We were everywhere today. Looking lively. Maybe just because it's a new season. It's going to be another 1 point here. What do you think is also missing from the side right now? I really don't know. Kaito Mori is going to have his work cut out for him. He's going to have Jerome Watson helping him out. Odunze and El Sharani are going to be battling for that number 1 spot. Arneson can maybe get some games in the Carabao Cup. Butcher already increasing the center back. Just look at those well-rounded stats. Right now in 16th place. I'm okay with that. 2 games. We haven't lost a game yet. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you next time.